Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex, this is Henry, and welcome to Garage to Home, where I'm working on converting an old mechanic's garage into a single family home. We have a lot to knock out today, but we also have somebody coming for Henry soon. You can see that he needs a grooming and he definitely needs a good bath. Well, a local friend of mine who's a viewer of the channel reached out, and they just opened a mobile grooming van, and they said, hey, why don't I park at the garage? I'll get him groomed, and that way he's going to be looking all handsome for the videos coming up. So they should be here any minute, so we're going to get him groomed. And then also, today is Tuesday, and my good friends Tim and Taylor, they're about to get married on Friday. So I need to get as much done as I can before their wedding. So a huge congratulations to them. I know they have been a huge supporter since the start, and I'm really excited to get my dance skills on at the wedding. So we're gonna try to knock out everything we can, and let's get moving. Hey, so I'm with Zoe here. This is her van. Her business is Pause and Reflect. I didn't realize this, but she started last March. And I just wanted to ask her, like, your specialties, anything like that. Like, what do you like to do? And
so I specialize in large breeds.
Okay.
They're my favorite.
Okay, but you also do cats and stuff as well?
I do cats, and then I see a lot of seniors.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
so
all the old folks.
I love it. So if you're in the South Jersey, you do Philadelphia?
I do Philly.
And then do
Marlton,
you go...
Voorhees,
okay.
Mays Landing, all that
Any
way.
North Jersey or anything? That might be a little far.
A little bit, but
okay.
I go to about Delran,
okay,
but I
perfect.
don't go any further.
All right, well, I know a lot of people don't believe in it, but she does Central and South Jersey and Philadelphia. So if you're in the area, I'm going to put her all of her stuff in the description, and feel free to reach out. I would love to support small business as much as I can, and this is a perfect example. So I'm going to let her do her thing. She's going to have Henry looking very handsome, and thank you so much for coming out here and stuff.
Thank you.
So while Henry gets groomed, we're going to finish putting up this insulation. We are so close to being finished with this. I feel like once it's all up, it's really going to transform the space. And then we can go ahead and stop at Lowe's and make an order for all the framing material. It definitely is going to feel good to finish this space right here so this wall can be 100% complete. I think it's going to look really cool when it's all done. So let's get this in. Let's tape up all the seams and get it tight. All right. One thing that I've learned since I've gone around a few of these beams now is kind of doing it in spots to secure it, and then after you're finished with that, you take a few extra pieces and just secure each side, and that gets a really good seal around that corner there. Of course, I just ran out of some adhesive, so I do need to stop at Lowe's. But while I am in between tasks right now, I figured I would discuss some big changes I am going to make with the garage in regards to the design process. Where I am standing currently was originally going to be the guest bedroom. My original thought was the bedroom on the left side was going to be a little bit bigger, but we are going to make even more changes on that side as well. So this is actually going to be now the master bedroom. The reason why I wanted to do that is because we have two windows on this side. I figured that would bring in some lovely light. And then a lot of viewers, when I first started showing the plans, mentioned that this bedroom is closer to the bathroom, of course. So I am going to change the plans on this side a little bit, and let me show you. If you're not familiar with the build, this space right here, I do need to take everything out, but this is where the tub is going to be. It is going to match onto the wall right there, and then over here is actually the toilet flange. So originally, when setting all this up, I wanted a little bit of space just to, I don't know, when you're done with the shower, you can dry off in this area. And when I talked to some friends, they did kind of mention how far apart that really is. But it ended up kind of being, in the words of Bob Ross, a happy accident, because what I'm going to do now is this area right between here, I can fit a pocket door. And so what that means is the master bedroom is going to have direct access into the bathroom, which is going to make things way easier. Rather than having to walk all the way around, I can just access right through here. Over in this area, this is where the master bedroom was going to be, and it was going to come out around 16 feet, which rough would be right around this area. The one thing that would kind of make that awkward is having to build up and then also hiding half of the beam here. So what I decided to do is I am actually going to match this with the bedroom on the master side and frame up to this beam, and that way I can connect onto there. So it's going to be a very, very flush look, and that way I can expose the entire beam to everything in the area where the camera is set up right here. The biggest change, and thank you so much for everyone that commented, you really put me in the right direction, and I am actually going to close that garage door up. Of course, the two things I considered was the cost of the garage door and installation, and also the cost of utilities, but the one thing I didn't quite consider is actually road noise. So you've heard in the other videos, I am pretty close to the road, and cars do go by pretty frequently. And when this is my home, that's kind of the last thing I'm going to want to hear. So I am going to make the decision to actually close that in. Potentially, I know a few commenters mentioned putting in a bigger window, maybe even a bay window, something like that would look really cool over there. Another thing that is going to change the entire space, I did talk about putting a loft in the back area over here, and although I took the loft down here, I am actually going to put a loft back up. The reason why is because not only is there going to be great storage, but I think it'll make this place look really symmetrical and really cool. The thing to note, which my friend AJ, the electrician, what he mentioned is originally I was gonna go the angle of the roof here in the kitchen, and preferably you would probably want a flat ceiling for proper lighting in that area. Originally I was going to put the living room in this space over here, but that has changed as well, and I think it's gonna have a great look, so let me explain that to you. So right in the middle between both of these beams is where I am going to have the living room set up. The reason why I want to do that is because although both lofts are going to be built out, right in the middle is where I'm going to keep the exposed ceiling so you can see everything as high as the ceiling goes. I think it's going to look amazing. So ignore the light that I still haven't taken down, but if you can imagine, right between that X in the center, on the left is going to be a loft and the right is going to be a loft. So all in the middle right here is going to be exposed, and potentially even put a cool little chandelier right down the middle. So of course I am going to insulate the ceiling, and I do want to put shiplap all along the ceiling there. But what I really think that's going to do with the middle exposed is not only going to give a symmetrical look, it's also going to make framing much easier because I have these beams to attach to. And then also, I think after everything's done, it kind of might give like a lodge kind of look with the chandelier and the high ceiling and everything. So it's a lot of changes. However, I think it's going to make things much easier, and I think it's going to look absolutely amazing. So I'm very excited. We are super close to framing, but I did want to mention that to you as there are going to be big changes in this space. I still do plan on having the hallway down to go outside here, and the bedrooms will be on either side. And again, the ceiling is going to come across the entire length of here. And then on the other side, of course, is where the front door is going to be, and there is going to be that ceiling on that side as well. So it's really going to separate both spaces and make that area in the middle very grand and hopefully beautiful. All right, Henry's all finished. Look how good he looks. Not only does he look good, but he smells good, and she did a fantastic job. So again, if you're in the area, I would definitely suggest using her services. She always does such a great job, and she loves animals, knows how to work with them, everything like that. And she was saying soon she's going to come out with a YouTube channel, the whole experience grooming dogs and everything. So once that's ready, I'll be sure to update you again, and you'll have to check it out when she's all ready. All right, you ready, buddy? Catch it. Oh, good job. It is the next day, and we have 3 things to talk about. 1, I finally did sell the forklift, which is fantastic. That means a lot of the wood I'm getting ready to buy could possibly be covered by the sale of that. 2, there's only 2 or 3 days left to purchase a garage to home blueprint tee. If you do want, any money that I do make off of this is going to go directly into the build. So if you want to support, this is a perfect way to do it. You can go to garagetohome.store. And again, Sunday is going to be the final day that these shirts are going to be available. 3, we finally finished putting in all the installation, which means there's only 2 things left before we frame. 1 is taking down both garage doors, and 2 is taking down that chimney. What I might do next week, this area that I'm in, which is the master bedroom that we talked about, this is actually all ready to frame out. So if I frame out the master bedroom and the bathroom, while I take down both garage doors, that means the plumbing can also be taken care of, because there's really only plumbing needed for the bathroom and the kitchen sink. So I'm actually going to end everything here. I got to make sure I'm ready for this wedding. And again, huge congratulations to Tim and Taylor. And 2, I would love to hear your feedback of the new layout of the garage. I think it's going to be very exciting, and I think it's really going to have a mature look to it once it's all finished. With that being said, framing right around the corner, I can kind of start to see a light at the end of the tunnel. So be sure to be subscribed, be sure to comment, be sure to like. Again, I do read all the comments and appreciate all the feedback, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.